I think we should optimize H1B.
Stop trying to optimize something that shouldn't exist. Let's optimize H1B.
The reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H1B. Take a big step and break yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. I am constantly insulted on this platform. Guys, come on, let's be more positive.
Bro, this guy, a billionaire, bought Twitter and still gets flamed on his own platform. Now, Mr. Elon Musk decided that with all his new political power, the fact that he owns Donald Trump, yes, he bought Donald Trump, I believe it was on an auction on eBay, and he now is a political phenomenon. And I think he's become a little bit drunk with this power. He's gotten a little bit tipsy, he's got a little bit crazy, and he decided to go on a long rant on Twitter because, I don't know, lately I guess he feels like he hasn't had enough antagonism and opposition in his life, where he basically says that H-1B needs to be optimized. We need to allow more people to come and work in America if they are educated and if they're intelligent and if they're cheaper labor and will save Tesla and SpaceX money in the long run. Now, this is more so for Tesla, not so much SpaceX, because SpaceX has a lot of government contracts. And Tesla, if you're not aware, had a Chinese super spy who worked there for like 2 years, stole a bunch of data, and then went back to China, which is both hilarious and also an example of why certain people can't work at certain companies, especially when it has something to do with the government. Now, the thing about this that's funny is that there's a couple of Republican conservatives who are now taking their mask off and basically saying that Americans are lazy pigs, saying that, you know, like Vivek Ramaswamy said that the problem with America is not that Americans are stupid. The problem is that they're lazy. They're so lazy. They don't teach their kids mathematics growing up. They don't teach their kids to value hard work and ethics. They just want to coast. They want to take the easy route in life. They want to be fat consumers as opposed to skinny, pajit producers. And there's nothing wrong with Indians. There's nothing wrong with South Americans. There's nothing wrong with these other cultures that come to America and basically produce good products. The problem is that these CEOs basically look at this as an opportunity to get cheap labor, and if they were able to optimize this process, it'd be even easier for them to pretend like there is no American that can fit the role, because damn, they're asking for a lot of health benefits and a lot of money. They could get someone from India who's coming in at lower band, and because they're coming in at a lower band, they save money and they're able to, you know, make these shareholders very happy. At the end of the day, you need to make your shareholders happy. They're the only people that matter in the world. Now, the thing about this that is really funny is seeing how many conservative people on Twitter are, first of all, mad. They're like, how could Elon betray us? How could he turn around and say that he now wants to have immigration? Because remember, the whole big thing for the Trump administration is that they're saying that the Democrats are going to ruin the country by immigrating people and having more immigrated workers. And then Elon Musk, now all of a sudden, he loves immigration. He wants more immigration, and that having these lower tier workers or lower paid workers is a good thing. Now, what's hilarious is that Elon took to Twitter to basically personally go in and ban people who disagreed with him, removing their verification badge, demonetizing them, not allowing them to have Twitter Premium Pro because he disagreed with them and he said that they were being negative and detractors. So you essentially have DSP Gaming running Twitter right now.
Banned. Gone. Forever.
Unironically, DSP is running Twitter. If you talk smack, he will hit back. It is not a joke. It is not exaggeration. You literally need to tip, subscribe, or get the frick out. Now, what I really like about this is just to see how stupid Americans are, because I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that if Donald Trump really wants to go along with this H-1B scheme, the only way it can work is he has to divide America, just like how Democrats had to divide Americans, where Kamala Harris had to say that if you don't support immigration, you're basically someone who is ethnocentric. You don't want to have these groups of people in the country. Now, Donald Trump can't do that. He can't go that angle because that's the liberal angle. What he has to do, and it's very tactical, and he'll have to do this, is he'll have to go in and say that these people, these tech workers that live in Democrat cities, they're getting paid so much money. Look at this. Look at John in San Francisco's making $200K a year. You think he deserves $200K a year? We need to let Raj in, who's going to be making a little bit less. But, you know, 150K is still a lot. 150K is still a lot of money. It's not underpaying, it's that they're overpaid, right? In San Francisco, where rent is $5K just to live in a one bedroom, that's overpay. So the way to make this work is to have middle America, the Southern America, you know, blue collar workers, look at these tech workers like they're elites, like they're the money makers, and be like, you know what, we need to allow more immigration, let it be more competitive. And anyone who complains about this is just an elite tech worker. And if he does that angle, it might work. Again, you need Americans to fight Americans. That's the most important thing in politics, is that you have the lemmings fight for you. Right now, it ain't going too well because Elon Musk took the brain dead approach of just saying we should import more people for cheaper labor. And then his boy, the Indian superboy, Vivek Ramaswamy, came along to say that Americans are just lazy. They're just dumb. I think this is really funny because this is an example of people basically getting betrayed by what they think is the conservative party. A lot of times these individuals will say what you want to hear, they'll do what you want to hear, but once they're in a position of power, they do what they want and they get what they want. And it's pretty ironic because Elon Musk himself is basically technically an illegal migrant. He'll argue and say that his visa expired and there's some gray areas.
In fact, when they did fund us, they realized that we were illegal immigrants.
Well, I mean,
Yes, we were.
I'd say it's a gray area.
Yeah, yes, we were. We were illegal immigrants.
But he really was doing some scheming stuff when he came to America. And thankfully, he was able to take a small loan of $1 billion from his dad, who owned a emerald mine company in Africa. He was able to parlay that emerald mine into a small company in America from PayPal and X.com or whatever it was. Now he's able to buy Tesla and buy Twitter and buy SpaceX. And by buying all these things, he is the CEO. Do not question it. Elon Musk is a genius. Elon Musk is an immigrant hero. Elon Musk is the future of the United States of America. And if you disagree, then go ahead and click that like button. For every like will be one deportation vote. If you click the like button, every like is one deportation. Let's go ahead and try to deport Elon Musk before Donald Trump takes office. Otherwise, we all working in the Tesla factory, and if you ask for a raise, you're getting deported yourself.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!